Good evening. It's November 1st, 2024, and we're here in South Portland at the Battle of the Bridge. This is Steve Schwartz, along with Dave Levine for WPPS TV3. Dave, this is the 109th running, if you will, of the Battle of the Bridge. South Portland maintains a 10-game lead. There were 3 ties within that. It started in 1907.
Yeah, this is a historic game between both these clubs. It's a great rivalry game. You have a 6-2 Bulldogs team coming off a tough loss against Exeter, and then you have a South Portland team that's been very streaky. They started off with 4 wins, followed by 3 losses. Now they got 2 more wins. So, I mean, they're moving in the right direction. Portland is trying to rebound from a tough loss, and we'll see where this goes.
Well, Portland last week took on the number 1 team in New Hampshire. They held their own. They scored 25 points in a 35-25 loss. But South Portland is ranked, I think, 4th in Class A South. And Portland right now at 5-2 is ranked 1st in Class A North. Who do we want to look for South Portland, Dave?
Well, it's all about their quarterback. Easton Healy is a scrambler. He likes to throw on the run. He can get outside the pocket. He's very shifty. Can run, likes to throw. They're a very balanced offense. They also have a very good H-back or tight end, if you will, in Harlton. He can possibly be one of the best route runners in the state. They like to put it up to him. They got a couple speed guys out there. Their offense is pretty dynamic. They score a lot of points. It's the defensive side of the ball where they struggle a little bit.
And folks, of course, we have Louis Thurston, the cerebral, talented quarterback for Portland. He can run. He can throw. He makes good decisions.
He does. He's developed into a very smart quarterback. You saw it last week. Even when down, he was making proper decisions, throwing the ball. Portland had to go to the air a lot in the second half of that game being down, and I think that's going to play into it later in the season, where he's developed into a very good quarterback. He can see the field. He understands where his guys are, and he's going to make the right throw.
Folks, of course, the Dogs also have Cordell Jones, a star in every aspect of the game. They have Aiden McGowan. They have some great defensive players as well, Tavares, Rodriguez and company on the line. They are the full package so far this year.
Yeah, this defense is going to be what's going to win this game for them. South Portland's offense can put up points. If the defense can limit them a little bit, Portland's offense is not going to have a problem putting up points, so that's where the win's going to have to happen.
Folks, the 109th Battle of the Bridge, next on WPPS TV3.
This time we direct your attention to the 50-yard line for tonight's coin toss.
So captains for South Portland tonight is Alex Parker Bunnell, Matthew Berry, Easton Henley, and Eli Filio, sorry. Portland with their standard captains out there for the toss. Aiden McGowan. It is windy tonight, Steve. It looks like South Portland wins the toss. They are going to defer to the second half. Portland will receive. The wind is blowing from our left to the right, so that is going to be a factor later in the game, especially for both of these quarterbacks. We'll see how they manage it in just a minute.
As you were saying, Dave, the other captains besides Aiden McGowan, Carter Luca, Louis Thurston, Brody Viola, Riley Wilds for Portland. We want to thank Todd Livingston for really great accommodations for us here tonight. Made one better by our camera person, Ali Al-Najafi, who has found us a spot on the roof, and the coaches of South Portland are very gracious, and we are ready for kickoff, and that's going to be number 7, Tristan Sanders, I believe.
Yeah, in the wind, he just puts it right through the end zone. Portland will start heading into the wind from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was Alex Martin.
Yeah, get this ball up in the air, and it's going to go a long, long way. So let's see if Portland tries to keep it on the ground or if they actually try to air this thing out. You know they have a solid running game with Cordell Jones and crew. Aiden McGowan will carry some. Lissandro Rodriguez will carry some. Alex Martin will carry some.
And actually, right now, McGowan is in the backfield in the pistol with Thurston. Goes up the middle, and he runs into number 6, Tristan Sanders. I guess the kicker might have been Anthony Tyler.
Yeah, they just tried a little run up the middle, try to test this defense a little bit. Didn't get anywhere.
Several riots after a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9.
So a 1-yard gain at 2nd and 9, ball on the 21. Thurston keeps it, finds a hole, goes behind a blocker, and he's got some room on the right side. Still on his feet and brought down finally at the 40, 19-yard scamper.
Yeah, it was a designed quarterback keeper. Lissandro Rodriguez was the running back, and they just ran right behind him around that right side. And the right side really kept the edge perfect. He was able to scoot down the sideline, cut back, and got a nice gain for Portland.
First and 10, ball on the 40. Play action, here we go.
Nice play.
That is a nice 10-yard completion to Charlie Abramson Thompson.
Yeah, Charlie Abramson Thompson really has come on late in this season for Portland, and he is just another weapon for them. They did a little play action in the backfield, and then the quick wide receiver screen, the jailbreak screen on the far side. The ball came out nice and quick. Blocking was set in front of him, and Abramson Thompson was there for 8 yards.
2nd and 2, ball on the 48. Thurston takes the snap, hands it off to McGowan, and McGowan's going to lose a couple on that, maybe.
Yeah, that was supposed to come outside, but the edge was collapsed there.
McGowan on the run.
Nothing doing for Aiden McGowan.
And Will Stanley.
Will Stanley really came upfield on the end there, was able to overpower the tight end on this side, and was able to make the play in the backfield.
Cordell Jones takes the snap, and he hands it off to McGowan, and nothing doing as it's going to be 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, they tried out of the Wildcat this time. They went with a straight handoff, and McGowan running side to side as opposed to upfield, and this is risky for Portland. They're going to go for it here heading into the wind. 4th and 4 on their own 46-7-yard line.
Maybe they're just going to look for an offsides here. We'll see.
They're going.
Take the snap. Thurston
going deep.
Deep for McGowan, who catches it at the 15-yard line.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
What a ball by Louis Thurston down the field. They had pump fake to the close side here and watched McGowan one-on-one coverage deep downfield, had the inside leverage, and was able to pick up that 50-plus yard bomb.
I got it all on camera, and that's exactly how we practice. There's more coming tonight.
So Portland now set up.
And a nice handoff there to Cordell Jones. He's got about a 3-yard gain. We get the inside scoop from Al Najafi, our friend, And that was a play that was run in practice, and it was exactly as designed, that 50-yard.
Yeah, it was beautifully blocked. It was the pump fake outside held the free safety a little bit, and he got one-on-one coverage going down the middle. Aiden McGowan ran a great route because he was inside and gave Louis a place to throw the ball. Little pitch.
Yeah, no, nothing doing. That is a great defensive play by number 45, Kai Turner.
Yeah, Alex Breno Parker was right there too, and that was just not going anywhere. And again, another negative play for Portland. Their run game really isn't doing anything right now. They've tried a bunch; it's not going anywhere.
Did you see that push of McGowan? 45 just push your face mask.
Play action again.
Yeah,
little inside screen.
But right there to meet is Addison Blaze, the linebacker.
Yeah, Addison Blaze blew that play up. They had it perfectly blocked. It was very well executed. They tried to do a little middle screen, and if they could have just gotten one more block, that was a first down.
Portland will go for it here, though, at 4th and 15, I guess, because that's what they do.
Yeah, and they're headed into the wind. This is a little bit. They're going to go for a field goal.
Here we go, Bouchard with the
Bouchard into the wind. This is going to be a 38-yard field goal. It's up.
It is good.
First field goal of the year for Bouchard. But the kid is money on extra points, and that was a great kick into the wind, and Portland takes a 3-0 lead.
And more importantly, their coaches take advantage of the wind. They're always thinking.
So Portland kicks into the wind knowing that he's got the leg for it. They score 3, and this is what they want. They're going to get 2. Remember, they get 2 quarters later going with the wind, so they can even try something longer. Wow.
So now Bouchard set to kick off and show his leg with the wind at his back. And it takes a kind of a Portland bounce at the 20. Whoa. What a tremendous tackle
Alex Horton to kick off the turn.
by Will Lukoki.
Brought down at
Yeah, kicking into the wind that time, Steve. He had to keep the ball low, kind of try a low line drive. You don't want to get it up there because it'll just push it back. So we'll see South Portland's offense for the first time.
It'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. Well, up the middle.
Wow. Yeah,
progress, 2 yards.
Yeah, Parker, that was a lot of effort for like 2 yards there. I'm thinking that maybe the whistle might have been blown a little earlier. Parker Rending did not go anywhere. Same basic start for both teams, a 2-yard run.
2nd and 6.
So South Portland, just like Portland, gets their calls from the sideline using the picture boards.
This time we have a screen pass to the right side. Watch out.
Holding.
Some daylight.
It's coming.
Flag.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Anderson Thompson does bring them down at the 2.
But there was clear holding at the 50-yard line. That's going to be a first down for South Portland, but that's going to come back.
Alex Horton on that reception.
Yeah, there was holding here on Alex Martin on this side. He was trying to get outside to make the play, but it was right about where the flag is right now at the 48-yard line.
Penalty is holding.
So they're going to call it all back. Is that correct?
It's usually 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's why I was saying it should be a first down for South Portland, and it is.
Good call.
Very well executed play. They went play action in the backfield and then went out quick to that wide receiver on this side. And the blocking was good except for the one at the 50.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Wildcat. One in motion. Yeah, and about a 7-yard pickup for, I believe, I'm not sure if that's number 5, Easton Healy.
That's Ethan Healy. Sorry, Easton Healy.
Yeah, maybe about a 7-yard gain. Getting credit for on the scoreboard for 8 yards, but we're going to say 2nd and 3, ball on the 45. Now, that's a motion penalty, I think.
Yeah, Parker Rennie is right now taking all the snaps with Easton Healy in the backfield, and I would have thought it would be the other way around between the two quarterbacks back there. But they can pretty much switch either way.
2nd and 7, ball at the 40 now. 5-yard penalty. Alone in the backfield, Rennie.
Looking for Horton.
Right on Horton.
Cordell Jones saw that play the entire way. A little subtle motion out, and then they tried to run it a slant right behind the other receiver on that side, kind of creating a natural pick. And Cordell Jones said, "No way, I got this."
Folks, it's a beautiful evening tonight. It's just about 60 degrees here at 7:11 p.m. here in South Portland. And even though we're on the water or close to the water, it's beautiful. It's a little windy. There's a cold front coming through. It's not going to hit us yet, and I don't think it's going to hit us before we get out of here tonight, Dave.
Well, we can hope, Steve. Little pitch.
Yeah, and then
they're going to look deep. No.
And that's a good non-call.
Yeah, the receiver just fell down. The ball was underthrown a little bit. Receiver fell down. He had a step, and there was no contact there. So it's a good no call by the officials. That's going to set up 4th and 8. South Portland to kick. Good decision here with the win. They should be able to get something down inside the 20, I would think.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who is their kicker.
Good boot.
Whatever it is, it's a good boot against the wind. And picked up and stopped right there is number 5, Alex Martin.
Yeah, he called for a fair catch, and then when he caught it, the whistles didn't blow. So he decided that he'd better try to do something with it, and then finally everyone just stopped and the whistles blew. So he was just waiting. You always play to the whistle, and that's what it should have been. I guess maybe the refs never saw the fair catch signal.
So
keeper up the middle.
But well defended. I just saw a little fisticuffs down there.
Yeah, they're punching at the ball, trying to get that ball out. Maybe they're trying to get something slippery going.
Thurston on the keeper. Picks up about 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Ball on the 23. Thurston back to throw on the right side. A completion to Abramson Thompson.
That's exactly the kind of play that I would expect to see from South Portland. A little roll the quarterback out, throw on the run. That was beautifully done by both players. Thurston is getting much better at throwing on the run. He's pretty accurate. And Abramson Thompson again with another good getting open quickly. And he's going to be a weapon in come playoff time for Portland.
Well, that's not going to be too late. It's going to be in a week. Straight up the middle, I think McGowan. We'll see. He's going to get credit for maybe a 2-yard gain.
McGowan just hasn't gotten it going in the last couple games.
McGowan up the middle.
We'll see what happens this game. Maybe we can get him going again a little. He was a monster early in the year, and it kind of turned into the Cordell Jones show on the running game. Out of the pistol, a little wide. Oh, arm was hit. Cordell Jones makes a move, taking it to the 50, down to the 40, chased by 2 people on the run. Just tripped up at the 20, keeps his feet. Touchdown, Portland. Cordell Jones, 60 yards from Louis Thurston, and Portland strikes again. Ball was hit or tipped, or arm was tipped a little bit, kind of wobbled out to Jones on that wide receiver screen. He made one man miss, and his speed is just unmatched right now.
Let's see, how far was that? That was an unbelievable run.
I got 60 plus, but it's probably more than, it was probably closer to 70, Steve. Bouchard for the extra point.
Up and through.
At this point, Steve, do we really even have to do this anymore with him?
Oh, it was
no good? I guess we do have to do this with him.
Well, it's 9-0 Portland. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. So we are back now on WPPS TV3. The Dogs have had the ball a couple times. They've scored a couple times. Field goal, touchdown. Bouchard with a boot.
Yeah, he got it up in the air this time.
Picked
down
up
to the 15.
And nice effort there on the return. By, I think that might have been Aiden Wallace.
So South Portland ended up with a an okay drive last time. They had a touchdown call back, or near touchdown call back on a penalty, but they looked like they were moving the ball pretty well. They're going to take advantage of the wind here with 2:25 left, Steve. I think they're going to throw a couple more times.
Here we go. First and 10. 1 in the backfield. 1 in motion. 1 wide right. And once again, almost breaking out of there is Horton. Brought down.
That's going to go down as a forward pass. It was a little forward pitch there, but the right side of this Portland offensive line is really doing a nice job here, pushing the Portland team out of the way, getting some open lanes, and able to move the ball kind of easily right now.
That's a 7-yard completion. It'll be 2nd and 3. Ball on the 40. Looking to throw all the way. Rennie in the... The question is whether it's a fumble.
No, I don't think he ever had it. Yeah, I don't think he ever had that ball. Cordell Jones jumped that route again. As soon as it hit his hands, he was able to knock that out, and I don't think there was any kind of football move with that ball. Would have been a first down for South Portland.
It would have indeed, and now it'll be 3rd and 3 with the ball on the 40. 1:41 left to go in the first quarter. The clock ticks. Parker Rennie has one with him in the backfield.
Dropped again
by Horton.
Yeah, he had Horton right on the sideline. It was the exact same play Portland just ran to Charlie Abramson Thompson. Rolled out to that side. Wide receiver runs down, stops at about the sticks, maybe just past, and sits there and tries to come back to the ball. And he was trying to, I think he was trying to keep his feet in bounds while watching for the sticks, which are on the other side of the field.
Easton Healy is the punter. Here's one deep.
Another good punt.
Yeah, if he touched it, it's going to be a real problem. But we'll see what happened here.
No, the refs are waving his arms. I don't think he touched it because he made no effort to go after it when it went over his head. And I was going to say before that punt that he should back up about 10 yards. This wind is really whipping.
And at that point, get the heck away from the ball.
Yeah, you don't want to be running backwards trying to catch it. You always want to try to come in on that ball, and that's just accident waiting to happen there for Portland.
It will be 1st and 10. They're backed up to their 10-yard line.
That was a beautiful punt.
1.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Thurston calls for Jones to go into motion, and then he keeps it. He's going to get a couple.
They've tried that play a couple times, and it just isn't working right now. They've had success rolling out and throwing. They might want to try to keep this ball on the outside of this Portland defense. And here we go. We got 4 wide now.
2 and 2. Oh, Thurston gets sacked. Let's see who's in on that.
Thurston is sacked.
Yeah, the line had only 5 blockers there. They sent 4 wideouts going plus the running back, and he just did not have the time to make that throw. Took a step up, which was fortunate, so he didn't get the safety. But right now, Portland is deep backed up. 3rd and 18 from the inside the 5 now. Cordell Jones and the Wildcat.
So Portland's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, smart timeout. They can make a defensive stand here at 3rd and 18. They don't want to give up a first down. They want to force a punt.
So we're back here. We'll see what kind of a defensive package the Riots have put into place. 3rd and 18, ball on the 2-yard line. Thurston from his end zone. He's going to go for it deep and right in the middle. Oh, what a
Brody Viola.
completion.
That little seam pass that they love to run to him. He just comes off his tight end spot and runs a little seam pass. You saw Gronkowski do that hundreds of times in his career. And Louis Thurston looked just like Tom Brady on that throw.
That was a 28-yard completion. Gives the Dogs some life. 1st and 10 on the 30.
South Portland jumped, but they were able to get back on sides. Not sure.
And that's the end of the first.
Yeah, Portland was just waiting until the end of the quarter so they can get another play with the wind. As we were talking, Steve, I was thinking that maybe on that 3rd down play they run it and they can punt with the wind. But when you have a guy like Louis Thurston and a guy like Brody Viola, let's go.
Here we are, 1st and 10, changing direction, and it's extremely windy. So the wind, though, has changed direction. Oh, play action.
Yeah,
and
long read option there. Boy, Louis Thurston kept that in Aiden McGowan's belly for a really, really long time. I think that held the linebackers a little bit, got outside to Viola, and he picked up about 5 yards.
Yep, it'll be 2nd and 5. Actually, 2nd and 4 as the ball is placed on the 36. It's hard to tell because they really... scoreboard, not a particular help.
Interesting formation here with 2 running backs. We don't normally see this with Portland.
And instead we get Jones, and it's a foot race, folks!
And you're not going to catch Cordell.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
65 yards on the ground. They went with a full house, their version of a full house backfield. They had a fullback there leading the way. They went off to the left side. They went off tackle to the left side there, right behind Anthony Tavares, and he just cleared a hole.
15-0, and here comes Mr. Bouchard to try to make it 16.
Yeah, this is a smart play here. Go for the 1, make it a 2 scores with 2 2-point conversions. There's no need to try to go for 2 this early in the game.
The weather, the wind not affecting the Dogs here. And that is through.
That
it
one
is
was
a
good.
16-0 lead for the Dogs. 11:42 left in the first half.
So here we go. Bouchard kicking with the wind this time. He'll probably put this through the end zone.
Well, it's picked up
At the 5.
from behind.
Oh, good return. Oh, boy.
Yeah, running into a brick wall is Alex Horton.
Alex Horton brings it out to the 30-yard line.
Who gets credit for that?
Sandro
Rodriguez.
Sandro Rodriguez did not move on that tackle. Horton was coming at full speed, and that was a heck of a collision at the 30. So I think Bouchard took a little bit off that to drop that in play and force a return.
It is 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 30-yard line for South Portland. A shift.
Moving everybody.
But it didn't help. No gain.
So we've seen a lot of first down runs on both sides, and neither team has really been effective.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball on the 30.
No gain on the run for South Portland. Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's an interesting stadium here. They have large stands, one-sided.
Yeah.
So from where you're filming, it may look like nobody's here, but it's a pretty packed house.
Yeah, everybody is on this side. There's a lot of Portland folks here. Obviously, the student section is big. South Portland has a gigantic student section tonight.
Yeah, once again, I think Healy's the ball carrier, and once again,
Yeah,
it's about
that's
a 1-yard loss that time.
Yeah, nothing doing on that side of the field.
Third down.
Yeah, so South Portland has a lot of extra field behind this one that's in the dark. They have a lot of land here.
So back to throw is Rennie.
Good throw.
Yeah, and
That's a good
nice
throw.
effort there by number 13, Darius Johnson. That's a first down.
That was a nice throw, going against the grain, rolling out to the opposite side. Had to kind of throw across his body. Johnson came down to the sticks and stopped right there. Gave himself a big target to hit, and that was an easy pitch and catch right there.
That was a 14-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now, ball on the 43-yard line. They have 2 wide right. Rennie's going to go
deep
for it all. And too far ahead of his intended receiver, Darius Johnson, who just had that other great reception.
Similar to the play that Portland hit for the long gainer earlier to McGowan, Johnson was on the inside there and started fading to the outside. He started fading to the right, and then the ball was thrown farther to the right. You have to throw that ball down the middle of the field and have the receiver has to give the quarterback a place to go with the ball, and down the middle was the right option.
So now as they look for the signal from the sideline, 9.5 minutes left in the first half, 2nd and 10, ball on the 43-yard line. Rennie alone in the backfield. One in motion, he fumbles but recovers.
Yeah, they tried that little read option there with Alex Horton coming across the face of the quarterback, and I'm not sure if Horton tried to take the ball or the ball wasn't placed in the right spot so that Rennie could pull it back out. But either way, that's fortunate for South Portland, and it's only a 3-yard loss there.
Rodriguez and Thurston will probably get equal credit for that sack. And then they help up the quarterback. 3rd and 13, ball on the 40. Throwing down.
Here comes Portland. They came on a blitz.
Oh my goodness. And
that's going to be Brody Viola is going to get the sack, but boy, they sent 6 on that rush. They had the 4 linemen coming, and plus 2 ends that also came, and there was just way too much pressure for that line to hold up underneath that for Portland, and right now South Portland's going to punt yet again. Now this time I like kind of where Alex Martin is set up. He's set up a little short. The wind is punting into the wind. This is not going to be what we saw earlier in the game.
Healy takes a snap, runs, and it's a very short punt, as you had suggested, Dave. Takes a little bit of a South Portland bounce for about 7 yards, but still Portland's going to start with very good field position. 1st and 10 from their own 39 with 8 minutes left in the first half.
So on that punt, Steve, if you watch it back, Colin Kelly came straight up the middle and almost got a hand on that ball. So when it was punted pretty much straight up in the air. It just didn't go anywhere.
Here's Thurston going for all the marbles. He's got Cordell Jones. Oh my goodness, folks.
Cordell Jones was 7 yards free. Louis Thurston just laid it out there, and that's the one time Cordell couldn't catch up to it. He was on his horse trying to get there, just couldn't quite reach it. Beautiful play call. Everything was gorgeous about that. Louis just put a little bit too much on that, go with the wind. I think that's what took that a little bit farther than what he wanted. With Jones that open, you want to kind of underthrow him a little bit and force him to slow down and catch that ball.
Thurston and Jones. Nice effort here, and let's see who that is, if that's McGowan.
Yeah, that was McGowan finally getting a good run there.
Aiden McGowan on the run.
He gets a nice 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, Kai Turner was just grabbed his jersey about 2 yards backfield, and McGowan dragged him a little bit.
Well, we see our friend Mike Hoffer down on the field here. He was at a soccer game tonight, so it's kind of nice to see him.
Yeah, the soccer is in the playoffs. Most other classes are in playoffs too.
Yeah, Thurston going deep again, that time just too far for
McGowan. Again, the wind took that ball a little bit. He's got to take something off that, a little going with the wind.
It's kind of interesting as Mike will get an opportunity to write a story here, maybe.
Yeah, so now it's 4th and 5. Portland will go for it again. near midfield. They're going to trust that their defense can hold if they give up the ball. Look for that little out pattern to Charlie Abrams and Thompson. Getting the call from the sideline, and they're going to call timeout to discuss this.
Yeah, probably a good move. The ball's in their own territory, but their defense has held. We'll see what happens when we come back from the timeout. So we have 4th and 5. The Dogs in their own territory here. Thurston back to throw. Looks for some daylight.
Ooh.
And
that might have been intercepted.
That was intercepted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And intercepted by, I think, Easton Healy.
Well, it was 4th down, so it really didn't matter. You had to try to do something. Thurston was rolling, and I think if he had the room, he was going to try to take off. South Portland did kind of plug up that side, and he had nowhere to go. So he did the right thing and tried to force it in. The interception didn't matter. It's actually worked as like a 10-yard punt instead of turning it over, where they did. So they made 10 yards out of it.
Well, there, you are a man who can make lemonade out of lemons, my friend. 1st and 10 on the 47 for the Red Riots. 7 minutes left here in the first half. Rennie back to throw in his own version of a bomb. And that was to Darius Johnson, so he's their deep threat, clearly.
He is their deep threat. He's a big, tall kid running. Aiden McGowan is not small there, and he made Aiden look small. Adam, it was a tough throw because McGowan had inside leverage on that throw, and he had to go all the way over the top and drop it in a bucket, really, and that was a tough throw to make.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, Dave. Ball in the 47. Not much time off the clock there. Rennie to throw up the middle. Oh my goodness, Darius Johnson! But I think he was down.
I think he's down. That ball came out after he hit the ground.
Yeah, McGowan on the tackle there.
Yeah, McGowan got beat on that little seam route by Johnson. He had him beat clean and then had to get lucky there to that he stayed close enough to grab a foot and take him down. But that's a big pickup by South Portland. A 1st down. They're now into Portland territory for the first time all night, and they're looking to get some points on the board here against what has been a very stingy Portland D all season.
What a 22-yard pickup for Darius Johnson and Rennie. And it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line. Rennie once again is going to go for all the marbles, and they're going to have pass interference. I don't know, but I think it's going to be called on Charles.
That ball was thrown about 20 yards over the receiver's head, but they are going to call pass interference. I'm not sure about that. That was an uncatchable ball.
Well, and but that is also Portland's, I believe, first penalty of the evening. Deep into the first half.
So Portland is taken to the air, going into the wind. They're going into the air, which is interesting. Neither team really scared to throw.
Rennie just threw a little, dinked it over, a little incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was good defense by Portland. You saw the receiver coming in a jet motion, really boogieing it across the field. Charlie Abrams and Thompson carried him to the line of scrimmage, to kind of the pack in the middle there, and handed off across the way to Alex Martin. Martin picked it up exactly where he should have, drove on the route, and nothing doing there. 2nd down.
Here we go. Healy in the backfield with Rennie. Rennie in the gun.
Good
knocked
defense.
away. Nice effort there by Thurston.
Yeah, that was good defense. They actually had high-low coverage on that, with safety kind of dropping behind that play. Portland sniffed that out from the beginning. Thurston knew he could drive on the ball because he had help behind him.
This is certainly 4-down territory. Not sure of the kicker for South Portland, but it's 3rd and 10 now. Ball on the 13.
Yeah, down 2 touchdowns like this, they don't want. I think they want to go for it. They need to get it in the end zone, and they did right there.
A 13-yard touchdown for Austin Healy.
Yeah, they went motion the other way, and he came back to the left, and everybody on Portland kind of flowed to the right there, or flowed to the left, and he came back to the right, and there was just nobody there to catch him. So South Portland will probably line up and go for 2 here. Maybe.
It's kind of where the ball is placed. So it seems as though they've made that election.
So they'll go for 2 to try to break this a 1-score game. That jet motion again. And that's the play that they failed on before. Exactly what they needed to do. That jet motion coming across, and he was wide open going right there.
And that time completed to Alex Horton. So we have the 2-yard conversion.
So 6 left in the half. Portland 16.
And it's now 16-8, and the really a 1-possession game here with 6 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first half. So here comes the kick. It's a line drive. Picked up by Martin and brought up to about the 29-yard line, where the Dogs will take over 1st and 10.
So let's see if Portland can respond. Their defensive effort in that last drive wasn't the greatest. They left a couple wide open receivers, an easy touchdown run, a penalty. So let's see if they can regroup on offense here and get something into the end zone. They were turned over at midfield last time. Here's that power run formation that they scored on earlier. Going to the other side of the field this time.
Oh my goodness, it takes 20 players to bring him down.
Boy, oh boy, Cordell Jones was hit for a 1-yard gain and just kept pushing forward. And Lisandro Rodriguez was in there too. That was the exact play they ran for the touchdown earlier.
And this time he gets a solid 10 yards and a 1st down. So 1st and 10, ball on the 39. 5:45 left in the first half.
So now
Dogs are up 16-8.
Same formation this time with McGowan in the backfield. They go into the same play to the other side.
Yeah, McGowan.
And it worked even better.
It's a 1st down, and he breaks away. He's got 1 to beat, folks.
Cutback, beautiful cutback.
Yeah, and he brings it down to the 10-yard line. Touchdown saved by Alex Horton.
That was exactly the same play. They ran it to the other side of the field that time, and he was able to motor downfield for about 55.
Well, just about 48 yards.
48. Brings it down to the 10, so Portland is looking good right now. 5 minutes to go here. They're going to go with, again, the same formation. Rodriguez lines up as a fullback, McGowan as the tailback, and this time they're going to pitch it out to him.
He looks for room on the outside and is brought down by a couple of players on the far side.
Yeah, needed to cut that up a little bit earlier. He's running parallel to the line of scrimmage a little bit too much there. Had a chance to kind of cut up and maybe get 4 yards on the play, but I think he was trying to get the whole corner and upfield and just wasn't there.
And that was Easton Healy. How many times have we called his name tonight? This time he came up from the defensive back position.
Yeah,
made that tackle.
He's he's a special player. He can really move well. He's he's not super fast, I'll call him. He's more shifty than fast, but he's certainly not slow, Steve.
2nd and 10, ball on the 12. Thurston.
Roll out. Oh,
The other way,
had
it's
him
too
wide
far.
open. He could have run that too. He had Viola in the corner and overthrew him on the run, but he could have just kept that ball and waltzed into the end zone. He had the corner.
You know, if you could just imagine that teams, the higher up you get, they practice in wind conditions. They must have wind machines and all those sorts of things that might have Louis, thinking a little bit differently when he's throwing into the wind.
Yeah, and rolling out that side too also creates momentum with the ball going that direction. So you got to take all of that into account.
This time he did. But right there to meet him is that play just didn't work. There was a blitz coming from that side, so Louis Thurston kind of had to throw a wide receiver. They were looking for that screen to Abramson Thompson, but had to throw it over the top of some people to get it there, and it just took too long because he had to lob it instead of throw it. And we're going to go with Bouchard again from 30 this time. It'll be a 30-yard attempt.
Ball is set in the middle of the field, so that's good for him. Lefty all set up.
Well, that's just a great effort and a really great effort by the holder. I believe that's
Louis Thurston. Yeah,
Thurston,
Louis took the low snap off the ground, was able to set it nicely, spin it the right way, laces out, and Bouchard drills it again.
So the second field goal of the evening for Justin Bouchard, and the score is 19-8 Bulldogs. 3 minutes left in the first half. So here we go. Bouchard set to kick. Nice solid kick, picked up at the 5.
It's exactly what we saw last time, where he gets through the first wave of players and everybody is just on that, ooh, is he going to go all the way? And then he just gets tackled.
Healy.
Seen that a couple times from Healy.
PJ Bumpa, among others, in on that. So the Riots will take over on their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10. We're into the last 3 minutes of the first half.
Here's the touch. That's the touchdown run right there.
Yeah. Oh,
that's the same play.
What an explosive player is Easton Healy. We've said it many times tonight.
Yeah, that was the same play they ran for the touchdown. They run the jet motion across the face, and they give the handoff to Healy coming back the other way, and beat Lissandro Rodriguez for the first tackle, and Abramson Thompson was able to catch him by the feet there on the sideline, but not after a big gain.
20-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10, ball on the Dogs' 45-yard line. Not much time clicked off either. Still have 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half. Rennie has two wide right. Oh, overthrown.
Yeah, that could have gone for a long way too. They had only 2 defenders over there for Portland and 2 blockers on top of that. So it was basically, if he could get a lane, he was going to go. But the ball came out a little bit hot. Portland's got to watch that a little bit more. They're running zero coverage, which is basically no safety, and they're just manning everybody else up. So if you lose, if one person loses, it's gonna go for a touchdown.
2nd and 10, Rennie back to throw. This time he hits his man, and watch out. It's gonna be a, well, let's see.
No, he's out of bounds. They're going to rule him out of bounds at about the 17.
Wow, Horton, what a play.
There looked to be a block in the back there, but they didn't. That wasn't called. It was kind of questionable. He looks like he did step out at about the 16-yard line. But again, Portland getting lost in coverage on that with this motion and the throws out there. Portland's defense is just getting eaten up in the passing game right now.
29-yard pickup, 1st and 10, ball on the 16. In the red zone are the Riots.
Open again.
And that was a great, a nice tackle by Jones.
Yeah, that was nice wide effort. Open again. No gain on the play. Maybe, nope, they're going to give him a couple on the play.
Addison Blaise was the receiver.
Yeah, the Portland is, with all this motion that South Portland is throwing at Portland right now, the defense just can't keep up with it with all these receivers going everywhere. And I think it might be time to might change a little on the defense. We'll see what they do in the second half. But I think they might have to move Cordell back to a full safety position and let his corners deal with it. And that's what they did right here.
2nd and 7, ball on the 13-yard line. We've got blockers. Oh, brought down all the way to the 2.
So that time they did drop Jones back into a free safety position, and South Portland just ran the ball right at him. And this offensive line is really opening up some holes. That's confusing this Portland defense. This is a very balanced squad, and it's probably the most balanced team that they're going to play all year.
1st and goal, ball on the 3-yard line. So it's a goal line stand now for the Dogs.
Yeah, he looks like he's short there. The clock is running with 1:12 to go, so they have plenty of time. They still have a timeout in their pocket if they want it, but I don't think they want to give Portland the ball back in any way.
Right now it's 19-8, folks. We're within the last minute of the first half. The Dogs are in front. The Riots are threatening.
They're certainly taking their time getting this play call in.
2nd and goal, ball on the 1.
I don't know if he didn't get there again. They're going to have to call timeout now. South Portland is going to use their last timeout.
No gain on the play.
So now, with taking all that time on 2nd down, it's now 3rd and goal from the 2 with 25 seconds to go, Steve. They've got really, if they run this ball, they've got one play. I don't know if they can line up and get going again.
Well, so we might look for a pass. We'll see. Here we are, Dave. 3rd and goal from the 1.
So I would
5 seconds left.
I would watch that 2-point conversion pass that they've run twice now. Once they completed it, once it was an incomplete pass. So that's the play I would watch for right here. Nope.
Oh, they got it.
They did get the 2. It was a different play though.
Right, and a different player.
They went right to their big tight end there.
Yeah, that's Sanders.
Sanders with the touchdown. Yeah, he's a big kid. He's blocking more than anything, and he just kind of went 3 yards down, turned around, and posted up like a center in basketball, and was able to just make that easy pitch and catch.
So the Riots get to within 5 with 22 seconds left here. And they're going
to go for the extra point, which is interesting in its own right, because you're down 5. The 2-point conversion here would make it a field goal.
Timeout, South Portland.
Well, so
South Portland
evidently had another timeout. And they're going to take it, and so are we. So,
They changed their mind, Steve. They're going for 2.
well, as you had suggested during the break, that would mean if they get this, it means they're only down by a field goal.
That's illegal motion.
Yeah, well, good call right there. There's the flag, but it's an interception. And intercepted in the end zone is an automatic.
So that's,
Randy's pass.
I guess you can't return it. You can't return it for any points. But that was illegal motion on the wide receiver. He cut towards the line, moving upfield before the throws. So Portland, I would have thought that you can return it for 2 if possible, but I guess in high school you're not allowed to.
So we'll see South Portland kick off with 22 seconds left. 19-14.
Time for a little onside kick.
Yeah. Abramson Thompson will catch it and go down.
Smart play by him. He doesn't have any blockers up there. Portland is at the 40-yard line with 21 seconds and 2 timeouts. With Louis Thurston's arm, I can see them trying to get some sort of middle pass, maybe a 20-yard out pattern or anything in the middle of the field. It doesn't matter. They got timeouts, and then try to hit one in the end zone. So 5 wide here.
Thurston alone in the backfield.
He's got time.
He's got choices.
Now he doesn't.
He goes down.
Yeah, he had time at that. He just waited too long. He had time to get that ball out and just waited too long before the pressure finally got to him.
Yeah, that was Will Stanley in on that sack. So 11 seconds left, and I think the Dogs are going to be content to go into the locker room with a 5-point lead, 19-14.
And that's the end of the first half with the score.
And that's the end of the first half. Dogs in front.
14.
So we're joined at halftime by the forecasters and press heralds, Mike Hoffer. Mike, here we are. You gave us the stats at the beginning, 109th showing of this, really turning into a great game. The Dogs, well over 200 yards of total offense. South Portland 120, but they've made it into a really, really good contest.
Yeah, I mean, it looked for a while like this was going to be a Portland runaway, and maybe you get a big lead in the second half and rest some players for next week, but it's not turned into that game. Both teams very explosive because Portland with the long plays on their offense, and South Portland, Alex Horton is such a difference maker, be it as a returner, be it as a receiver. He's really helped set up the short field and the touchdowns, and right now, if you're the Red Riots, you got to feel pretty good because they've really come back from the brink. Now they're within a score, and we've still got a whole half to go. And that's the thing about these rivalry games, though, Steve, right? It doesn't matter what the records are, the rivals are always in the game.
Well, and the weather has been a little bit of a factor tonight, and we saw Louis Thurston having some difficulty earlier throwing with the wind, had a couple of open plays. Both the teams, though, have, of course, that same issue here. Always an exciting game, and tonight is no different.
And it is, and it's funny because there's really not a whole lot of Crabtree points implications. I think both teams are kind of locked in where they are, but you put on the Bulldogs blue and white, and you see the Red Riots red and white across the field. It doesn't matter if there's playoff seeding at stake. These guys are going to be fired up, and it should make for a great second half. And both these teams want to go into the postseason on a high note, and one of those teams will have an opportunity depending on what happens here in the second half.
Folks, it's 19-14, Dogs in front. We'll bring you second half action in a moment. So second half action, Steve Schwartz, Dave Levine, Ali Al-Najafi on camera. For WPPS TV3, the Dogs will kick. Justin Bouchard will be the kicker. Boom. Picked up at the 9.
Good tackle that time.
Portland on the kickoff return.
Alex McCusick, among others, in on that tackle.
So South Portland gets the ball this half going with the wind for this half, and Portland will get the win for the fourth quarter.
24 yards.
Let's see if Portland can made some adjustments at halftime, especially for defense. I think their offense is doing well, Steve. I think they're mixing up their play calls quite well. Everybody's going. They had a couple opportunities for more scores. It's the defensive side of the ball that we're not used to seeing Portland give up points like this. Granted, it's only 14, but we're used to seeing them lead at the half with nothing. And there's a good tackle.
Yeah.
Easton Healy on the handoff.
Healy got the ball there. It's only about a 1-yard pickup.
Alex Martin is slow to get up. He made the tackle.
Gain of 2. Second and 8.
I'll get credit for 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So if Portland can stop the run with their front 7, that means they can drop the 4 into coverage. So Cordell Jones is watching the tight end here. Handoff.
Yeah.
Nothing doing that time.
Another nice defensive effort there by the Dogs. And it looks like Carter Luca is, in today and playing, so that's a good sign, Dave.
Yeah, we haven't really called his name, but he's out there. His ankle is better. He took last week off against Exeter after scoring the winning touchdown against Thornton Academy, and so he looks to be moving pretty well. He's out there for offense and defense, and he's back in his customary middle linebacker slot.
It's a 60-yard reception that he got that winning touchdown for. 3rd and 8, 26 coming through the slot.
That's going to be short.
It will be.
Yeah, good tackle by Jones there. That's going to be 4th and now 2. And I would imagine South Portland is going to think about this and go for it. They have we've seen that they've been very successful in these short yardage plays. They had the 2-point conversion, the touchdown. They've converted a couple times on these short plays. This is dangerous, though, because if they don't get it, Portland takes over on a very, very short field.
It will be 4th and 1.
See if South Portland runs the play here, or they're going to try to draw Portland off sides. They're going to try to draw Portland off sides. They're going to run. And I don't think he got there.
Wow.
He was stoned.
What a tremendous effort by Cordell Jones and Alex Martin.
Yeah, that just did not go anywhere, and Portland is going to take over on downs. They tried to jump. They tried to make Portland jump, and I think they were hoping to get them to relax after that play, just like I did, Steve, and they actually snapped it, tried to run up the middle, and no go right there.
So, 1st and 10 Dogs, 33-yard lines of the Riots. Jones leaps over one player, though, and gets
maybe a yard. Yeah, it was good penetration there. He had to jump over somebody to get the yard.
And they're going to give him credit for 2. It'll be 2nd and 8, ball on the 31. A long 31, however.
So Portland gets the 1 yard. They go back to their standard offense now. Jones back in the Wildcat again.
Yeah, and he's going to go up the middle and spin for the first down. Very close.
Yeah, that was great effort by him. He was able to pick up 5 yards pretty clean, and then jump cut to the right and was able to kind of plow forward for. They are going to give him the first downs. Okay, now the sticks are moving. Hold on. They've got to get the sticks set on the sideline. They weren't sure for a second. Now everyone's got it right. Yeah. Refs did a good job there spotting the ball, pausing the play, and now we're ready to go.
1st and 10, ball placed on the 23-yard line. Thurston in the gun. McGowan bounces off a 1, but nothing doing, and that's unfortunately something that's been happening a bit lately.
Yeah, that was good penetration there. He ran into a wall and lost 2 yards on the play. Just nowhere to go on that run.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 here. The ball being placed on the 25-yard line. Gowan goes up the middle.
There's
Watch out!
run.
Explosive.
That's how you run the ball, Aiden McGowan. Take one step out, plant your foot, and head upfield. He was dancing a little bit earlier and figured it out right there. Saw the hole, took off up the middle, and was able to pick up 12 and a first down.
10 at the South Portland 13-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 13-yard line.
Good blocking by the line there.
McGowan behind Thurston. Gets it again. This time, though, the hole is plugged. He tries, but great effort there.
They pulled Anthony Tavares from the left tackle's spot, trying to come across the line, and he ran into a brick wall. And once he runs into a brick wall, there's just too much. There's just too much beef right there between the offensive line and the defensive line for him to go anywhere.
Kai Turner was in on that tackle. 2nd and 11. Ball on the 14 now.
Jones and the Wildcat. They do have a pass play out of this. Not this time, though.
He's going to follow his blocker, and he's going to go to the right and score a touchdown.
That was a very, very smart run by Cordell Jones. He followed his blocker, like you said, Steve, but waited and waited and waited until the very last moment and then bounced it outside for the touchdown. That was very well done by him, very well blocked by this line, and that was a good, solid drive for Portland to start this half.
3rd touchdown for Cordell Jones, 2 running, 1 reception. Justin Bouchard now, the score is 25-14.
Good snap, good hold,
The ball
and
is up,
good
and it's
kick.
Extra point is good. It's 6-12.
So it'll be 26-14 with 6:12 left in the 3rd quarter. Dogs in front. After you just made that extra point. Boom. Picked up at the 12.
Oh, almost.
Oh my goodness. Lakoki almost in on it there, but ultimately brought down
That's
by, I think, McCusick again.
Yeah, that's twice that he almost made the play downfield, and really he kind of does. He was able to slow down the runner, make him change direction, and it's not always the first person that makes the play or gets credit for the tackle, I should say. But he's actually making the play.
It will be 1st and 10, ball on the 20, so 80 yards to go here for the Red Riots. Boom. Rainey ran into his own player and picked up just about a yard.
Yeah, I'm not sure why South Portland is going back to this ground game. They showed that their pass game was really moving pretty well in the end of the first half there, Steve. You saw them with a couple of nice drives. They had a couple of nice pass plays there. They were had Portland really confused. And now they're going back to the ground on first down both this drive and last drive. Wind is still whipping.
Well, they might be listening to you. I don't know. They've got 2 wide left. And Rennie will roll to the left.
Good throw. Oh,
Intercepted!
Wow. Good. I thought that was a great throw, but it was intercepted over there by Alex Martin. Oh, Cordell Jones is going to get the credit for it. But he rolled out and had the receiver and just I guess didn't throw it, and there's a late flag after the fact.
You know that's going to be a sportsmanship thing. It probably. Which is going to back them up 15 yards.
Yeah, that's going to be on the Portland bench. That's going to be a Portland bench penalty. So that's a dead ball foul. So that should be first. It should still be 1st and 10. But they didn't move the ball.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they picked it up. Maybe they pick it. Maybe it's a warning and they pick the flag up.
1st and 10, ball on the 37-yard line. Dogs start this drive with very good field position. Thurston, play action.
Oh,
He's
good.
got an player who just dropped the ball.
Yeah. Wow, good look. That was a great play. They had South Portland all confused, and Louis just put that ball right on the money and just dropped.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, ball still in the 37. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 26-14 is the score. The Bulldogs in command, but South Portland staying in this game every step of the way. It seems as though they've had several answers today.
Yeah, South Portland is not going away easy on this one. Portland really could have used that one and put this. They could almost really force South Portland to just throw the ball if they score here. High snap again.
Yeah, McGowan bounces off of one, and he gets about a 2 or 3 yard pickup, but boy, not without cost. He was really racked up.
Yeah, when you bounce out that far to the sideline, there's nowhere else to go, so the defense can just load up because you know where the running back's going to go. So he picked up about a yard on that, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for Portland. They have the ball in great position after the interception by Jones. They've been pretty efficient on this third down all night long, Steve.
Expect to see a throw. We've got 2 wide left and 1 right. You can see one lining up to just come into the slot, and instead it's going to be Cordell Jones, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, Joe, I think that's a 2-down play right there for Portland. They wanted to get about half, 3/4 of what they needed on 3rd down because they're going to go for it on 4th. And instead of trying to go an incomplete pass and maybe get 4th and 9, now you set it up for 4th and 4, and that's a much easier conversion for this offense.
So a 5-yard pickup for Jones makes it 4th and 4, as you suggest. Ball to the 31-yard line. Jones will take the snap.
Boy, look at the defense.
Yeah.
They are just packed right in there, and Portland false starts. So I think that's going to change their mind. Maybe they punt here. I didn't like that play, whatever their play call was. I wasn't liking it against that defensive front.
Thurston comes in, but they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, so they're going to go back to the standard offense with the pass. They've got 5 wide now.
Everybody go.
Over the middle, Jones.
Jones down to the 10-yard line. Excuse me, the 20-yard line. A 16-yard bullet.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Jones just ran a nice slant up the middle. There was just 5 wide, so you had to go man coverage there. And Thurston just fired that in. Jones makes the catch, runs a couple yards, gets the first down for Portland, and now they're moving the ball again.
And he'll take the snap, Jones. That same formation.
Oh, double reverse.
Goodness gracious! And it worked perfectly. Jones to Martin to McGowan, a 20-yard touchdown run.
That they have been working on in practice, I'm guessing, and they pulled it out right there. Beautiful handoff. I think that's what maybe they were going to go for on their 4th down play before the penalty backed them up. They were hoping that was a nice play, really misdirection play, and Portland is in command right now.
32-14, Justin Bouchard up, and it looks like it's through. It is. It's 33-14, 3.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Bouchard set to kick now. Dogs with a comfortable lead, 33-14.
Little onside
kick, and watch out. If it traveled 10, it looks like it's going to be Dogs' ball.
I think South Portland came across the line and touched it. The ball was at the 9.5-yard line when it was touched, but I think it was touched by South Portland first. And Justin Bouchard is really putting his stamp on this game right now, Steve.
My goodness. I know his family. They're going to have a lot of fun with this.
So it's either him or Cordell Jones right now as player of the game. I don't know how you take it away from a guy who scored 3 touchdowns, except to give it to the kicker who hit 2 field goals, 3 extra points, and there's that razzle-dazzle play again.
And this time they get about a 10-yard pickup from McGowan. So it worked the first time. They tried it again. So 30 yards in 2 plays for McGowan back-to-back.
Yeah.
Last one a touchdown.
Yeah, they ran it twice back-to-back. That was I think they just wanted to try it again. It worked so well the first time. And they're going with Jones again in Wildcat.
That's right. 1st and 10, ball on the 42. This time play action.
And he's
Jones
throwing it.
As Viola! And he catches the ball. We think.
Incomplete. Yeah, that was good. I think it just got ripped out at the last second. Great throw by Jones. Viola had both hands on it, but I think the defensive back just ripped it out at the very end.
The Dogs are pulling out all the stops here tonight.
Yeah, you knew Cordell Jones could throw the ball. and they pulled it out, and he almost had a 30-yard completion to Viola.
Some great experimentation here. This time McGowan gets it, but he's going to be driven back. It was a great effort there by number 58, who is Will Stanley.
Yeah, that's a little different. That's a little different play. They're trying to hand off from Cordell Jones, but the problem is on a read option like that, Cordell Jones, it doesn't have the vision that Louis Thurston has, because Louis does it all the time, looking at that defensive end, whether to keep the ball or hand it off. And Louis very good about that. Cordell just doesn't have the vision for that because he doesn't do it enough.
Yeah, that's an offside, so the Dogs will pick up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that's a big penalty for South Portland. They had him backed up there. If South Portland wants to stay in the game here, they cannot give up points on this drive. They had Portland backed up at 3rd and 13. And now Portland can go back into their standard offense at 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Jones brought down after he picks up a few. So it's going to be, let's see what it's going to be, 4th and 4. Ball will be placed on the 36-yard line. Certainly 4-down territory for the Dogs.
Yeah, there's no reason not to go for it here. Their defense has kind of come alive a little bit. 4th and 4. Change of the play based on the defense. The call's coming in from the sideline. Blitz.
Thurston's going to air it out.
Oh, he had a short receiver.
Yeah, and that's going to just be like a punt.
Yeah, he had a player underneath.
Viola did bring him down, but it is an interception, his second one of the night.
That's okay. He had a player underneath that could have made that play on a little kind of tight end kind of screen play, if you want to call it that. But he decided to go deep, and it's going to act, as you said, like a punt down to the 20.
So, the ball will be on the 21-yard line, 1st and 10, Red Riots. 1:11 left here in the third quarter. Dogs up 33-14.
See if South Portland goes back to the pass, and they do.
Well, it was effective before, and here we go in the corner. It's going to be way too far. Way too far.
Yeah, again, that's what we saw earlier with Louis Thurston trying to throw the ball deep. The wind kind of takes it a little bit, and you got to kind of underthrow the ball. It's very difficult to judge what was going on. Aiden McGowan in coverage.
It'll be 2nd and 10. The wind has died down a little bit. Well, it picks up, dies down. It's not very cool. It's about in the mid-50s right now.
Oh, good run.
Yeah.
That's what I said, shifty. He is shifty.
Yeah, that's about a 12-yard pickup for Healy.
Yeah, that was just one of those plays where you see him. It's like, oh, okay, that's going to be a 2-yard gain. Nope, that's going to be a 4-yard gain. And then all of a sudden he's got a first down, and it's like, where'd he go?
Picks up 13 yards for a Red Riot first down.
They're going to credit him with 13.
Well, if they're going to do it, I'll do it too. 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line.
Roll out.
Yeah, rolls to the right.
Good pressure. Oh, good
Batted
defense.
Down, excellent by who else? Cordell Jones.
Cordell Jones. He's getting his workout in on defense too. So he has 3 touchdowns, an interception, and a couple pass defensed.
2nd down.
I'm not sure how again, if Portland ends up winning this, I'm not sure who gets the MVP.
Well, maybe we'll have co-MVPs.
Co-MVPs.
Second and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. Several.
Pressure.
Wide and a sack. And many in on that,
Yeah,
but Colin Kelly was right there.
He is playing big. He's taking on blockers. He's usually double teamed on his side, and he's just doing a great job for this defensive line.
Folks, it's going to be the end of the third quarter. The score is 33-14. We'll bring you fourth quarter action in a moment. For fourth quarter action, Steve Schwartz, Dave Levine, Ali Al-Najafi. 3rd and 12. Watch
the
out.
pass.
We're going to have some fun action here. It's going to be an absolute first down. And who else but Alex Horton on that? It was kind of a little funny play there.
Yeah.
On the pass.
They do that. Portland looked to run that last week with Cordell Jones throwing the ball downfield. And that was a nice play by South Portland.
First down.
Everyone sucked up for the run, and then tight end was able to leak out into the corner there and was able to catch wide open for the catch.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on their own 47-yard line. We have one in motion, and the pitch, but oh my goodness, right there is, oh, well, Viola with a nice tackle. What, let's see what.
Yeah,
what
was there a face mask at the end? I'm not sure what the penalty. I think it's going to be a Portland penalty. Yeah, that's a face mask. They didn't need to do that. They had that play bottled up, and sometimes you get a little grabby.
Well, that's unfortunate. But it'll be a first down.
2nd and 5.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-yard face mask.
Right. Scoreboard.
Oh, nope, they're going to call it first. Yes, it is an automatic first down.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, they're saying first and 5.
Oh, because, yes, 1st and 5. So the play doesn't count. They're going to count the 5-yard face mask. That's what it is. Okay. Got it.
Rennie, and then
that's a legal motion.
That's going to be motion.
Yeah. Everybody came in motion and they snapped the ball too quick. They were not set, so it's going to be an illegal shift. So that backs up. So that face mask penalty goes away, and it's another redo. So again, 1st and 10. It's like when you play in Dallas and the punt hits the scoreboard. You'd have a do-over.
Absolutely.
Same thing here.
That's exactly what it was. 1st and 10, ball 47, 11 minutes left here in regulation. Well, nice effort, but nobody's fooled there as it's about a 1-yard gain. And a nice effort there.
Out.
Let me just say, Viola got that tackle.
Tavares lost his hat, so they had to stop. That's why they stopped the clock. So he's got to come out for one play.
2nd and 9, ball on the 48. And we'll see if South Portland capitalizes on Tavares not being in there in the middle. No, there's another flag on the play.
Yeah, the flag came in from the far side, so I'm not sure what's going on over there. The flag came over this way. Portland had that bottled up from the beginning. Thurston was there, McGowan was there, Jones was there. The whole defense was there.
It's a legal motion. So South Portland, a gaggle of penalties, a few more for South Portland in this drive, but Portland's had one too.
Portland may decline this and bring up 3rd and 9. Nope, they're going to accept it and back them up another 5.
Makes it 2nd and 15.
2nd and 14.
Ball on the 42-yard line. Well, look at that.
Yeah, miss.
Yeah. That was Healy, though.
Yeah, and Healy took the snap direct that time, and he was looking for an out pattern, and the receiver on that side ran in. So miscommunication between the two.
Healy is listed as a backup quarterback and defensive back.
Yeah, and Parker Rennie has come back into the game, so maybe he just needed an equipment fix for that one play. Interesting that they wanted to call a pass play with a player who hasn't really thrown the ball.
So, 3rd and 14. Rennie back to pass. He's going to go deep, and he's got one deep, but oh my goodness!
Yeah,
My goodness.
that ball got hung up in the wind a little bit, and receiver just couldn't make a move on the ball. Had Abramson Thompson beat clean.
Alex Horton, though, could not hold on to it there. That's who the receiver was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's really hard to read these numbers, Steve.
Yeah, it is.
The South Portland numbers just don't pop on this red jersey for whatever reason. The font isn't that great. It's hard to tell a 1 from a 4, a 5 from a 6. And they're going to punt.
And it will be Healy with the punt.
That's soccer style. He'll take a couple steps forward. That might be offsides by Portland, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. I don't know if South Portland wants to re-kick. Oh, no flag, though.
We heard the South Portland coaches believing there was an offsides there and calling for a flag.
Yeah, it still would have been 4th and 9, and I don't see them going for it at 4th and 9 deep in their territory.
So the Dogs will take over 1st and 10, ball on the 23, 10:04 left in regulation. They're up 33-14. It's a 19-point lead for the Dogs.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was crushed right for a loss right there. Martin.
Alex Horton on the play on that corner. South Portland has seen that play a couple times, and they have not been fooled. It worked once early for for the Dogs, and since then, South Portland just been all over that play.
2nd and 12, ball on the 21. This time Thurston keeps it, but great pressure by South Portland. And let's see, that was
Sanders again. So Portland going the wrong direction. South Portland's making a nice defensive stand here.
Yeah, 3rd and 14 now, the ball on the 19. We'll see what the coaches cook up here. Thurston's got the head for it, he's got the arm for it, and he's got Cordell Jones wide right. Oh, that's that's motion on. Cordell.
I think the offense was going on one, and the center did not snap the ball, so that's going to be a false start on Portland. They are going in the wrong direction right now. 3rd and 19. I think they'd like to get maybe 7 or 8 yards here and then punt the ball.
8.5 minutes left as the clock ticks down. 4th and 19 for the Dogs. Now there's 5 in motion.
Oh, not a smart play there. Yeah, that was the first bad decision we've seen from Louis Thurston all night.
Yeah, and
he was looking downfield. He did have a receiver coming open. I think it was Jones that was coming open, and he just didn't hold it long enough and decided to dump it down to McGowan, and South Portland had that all read up. That was just not a smart play.
That was Alex Bunnell Parker in on that defensive effort. So we're going to look for a punt by Viola. He'll be punting near his end zone. It's a short punt. It'll take a Portland bounce, however, to right where Horton was lined up. Right about the half midfield.
Right at midfield.
So,
good punt. It's a good punt for what you needed. It got the job done. No return. So Portland defense back out onto the field. They have to hold 8 minutes, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead right now. They can't allow a quick score, and we've seen this South Portland squad getting a couple people over the top that were open. And we know Parker Rennie has the arm to get there.
So, 1st and 10, Red Riots. The ball sitting right smack at midfield on the 50. Rennie has a very interesting formation on the right, but oh my goodness,
That's
number 50, Kelly again.
Colin Kelly was not fooled by that handoff. And there was just nowhere for Healy to go there.
That's a 4-yard loss.
That's a couple of key plays by Colin Kelly. Coming in from that left defensive side of the line. He's usually playing defensive end or tackle. He kind of bounces around a little bit.
2nd and 14, ball on the 46. We're going to see I believe a Portland timeout.
Yeah.
And we're going to take one too with 7:17 left in regulation of this contest. Here we go. 2nd and 14, ball on the 46. Rennie's going to look to throw up the middle, a little too far, out of the reach of both number ones. Cordell Jones defending it, and Bunnell Parker, the intended receiver.
Just a little slant, got a little happy on it, and threw it a little too high. You got to put that right on the numbers there. He was able to get underneath Jones. That would have been a good pickup for South Portland.
3rd and 14, ball on the 46. Still many possible receivers here.
Oh, good catch.
Goodness, that is really, really something, as that's going to be a 1st down and more for Horton.
That was a nice catch and a lot of traffic, and it was a beautiful throw too, because the pressure was coming there, and he just threw it right across the middle, caught it beautifully with his hands, and just kept on scooting across the field. Was able to turn up and turn a 3rd and very long into a 1st down for South Portland.
Just about a 16-yard pickup or so, I think, altogether. 1st and 10 now.
Going deep
Rennie
again.
Going deep. He's hung it up there. Oh my goodness.
Nice
That
catch.
is a touchdown. What a great play. Rennie to Horton. We've called Horton's name so many times tonight.
Yeah, that was a nice throw there. Coverage was there, and the ball hung up in the air, and then you have a big receiver against an undersized corner and a jump ball. It's just not going to go well.
Well, it brings South Portland to within 13. And it brings them to within 12. So 33-21, just under 7 minutes to go in regulation. What a play. Okay, folks, we're back for the South Portland kick after that tremendous touchdown catch by Horton. Rennie to Horton.
So you can see Portland is ready for an onside kick. They brought everybody up.
Yeah, and it's going to be a squib instead. They'll be picked up. And Abramson Thompson smartly gets about 3 yards and runs it out of bounds.
Yeah.
And the Dogs will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was a smart play there. Portland was all ready for an onside kick. They had brought 9 up into that 10-yard box, and really just was protecting that. Kick went over the top, and I think they were just trying to scoot it away from one of the two deep returners. But Portland did have a returner on each side of the field, so they can cover that.
The Red Riots have 2 timeouts left. The Dogs have all 3 of theirs. This time Jones gets the snap, and he gives it to Alex Martin, who will bring it down about 4 yards. Everybody getting into the act for the Dogs. They do have a lot of depth. I mean, we've seen teams with more players. It looks like South Portland may have a few more players than them. Thornton did, Exeter did.
Yeah.
But the fact remains that the players that they have plenty of depth, and they're very talented.
They are, and we really haven't called Lisandro Rodriguez's name in the offense yet. He hasn't touched the ball. He's had a couple of nice blocks as a fullback, and he's going to block again here.
Yeah, and it's a good block as Thurston is off to the races. He's got a blocker.
And here comes, and who was it? Lisandro Rodriguez was, he was the lead block down the line, made a block, sprung the play, and then decided, well, I can keep playing and I'm going to go. So there is an injury for a South Portland player down at the 35-yard line. Looks like one of their big linemen.
Yeah, it looks to be Brady Haynes, a senior. We're going to take a break here. We're going to tally up the yardage. We have a Portland player, well, at least stretching, if not also down, but I guess he's really just stretching. So we're going to take a timeout with 6:02 left in regulation. So the Dogs have 1st and 10 on the Red Riot 29-yard line after that tremendous 40-yard pickup by Louis Thurston on the ground. He had Rodriguez blocking for him, and it looks like he's lined up to do it again. And he is going to block, only this time for Jones.
He just falls forward for a solid 5-6 yards every time.
Cordell Jones on the run.
I mean, Rodriguez hasn't touched the ball once on offense, but he's really made his name right now as that fullback lead blocker, and he's doing a great job at it.
He'll stay in the backfield with Thurston. Jones will be wide right. 2nd and 5, ball on the 24-yard line.
Single coverage on the top left there, Steve.
And we have a motion penalty on the Dogs.
Thurston trying to get an explanation from the ref, but I saw the movement.
What number?
One of the linemen moved. Everyone at South Portland line pointed. Refs immediately saw it, so I'm not sure what Louis saw that was there.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 29 now after the 5-yard penalty. Oh, it's a fumble and picked up by Jones. No big deal. No big whoop.
Wow. He took the handoff. It bounced on the ground. He took 2 steps, picked it back up, and kept on going. And that sets up 3rd and very short for Portland. And this is going to be, I would think this is that Cordell Jones special. Unless they are going to rule it a first down. Yeah, they're going to rule it a first down. After the ball got spotted, they could take a look at where the chains are. It was awfully close if it wasn't.
10-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, 4.5 minutes to go here, Steve. Portland is putting together a drive here. Oops.
Boom.
What a tackle that was.
Yeah, that was number 45, Kai Turner. We've called his name several times tonight, Junior.
Take that video right there and show it to every linebacker in the world. That is a textbook tackle. Shoulder down, head up, wrapped up, hit the running back square in the chest and drove him backwards. What a play.
Still a 2-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball on the 18.
I think that's going to be a false start again on Portland.
Gosh, yeah. Portland getting a little bit sloppy here in the late going. There have been a ton of penalties tonight, but you must say that it seems as though it's been a very fairly and well-called game.
It is. I haven't seen anything that I would have considered a bad call. I think the refs have done an outstanding job spotting the ball. They've been doing a good job. It's been fair.
It is 2nd and 13. The ball on the 23. 3:23 left as the clock ticks down slowly. Thurston keeps it, and he's brought down after, let's see, about a
5 or 6
6-yard gain, I'd say.
So that's a good play by him, getting some positive yardage, staying in bounds, and creating a 3rd and manageable for Portland. And if they don't get any more yardage here, they're still in field goal range. We've seen 2. Let's go for 3. Give them the hat trick. Sure, Portland would rather get the first down and burn up the rest of this game.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 16. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left in regulation. Dogs up 33-21. Jones in motion. He gets the ball. He goes straight up the middle. He's going to get the first down and score a touchdown. 16-yard touchdown. Cordell Jones. 3rd one of the game here. 4th one of the game.
Yeah, that was just a nice play. They were running the ball back to the middle of the field, and when he got the handoff, I thought they were setting it up for if he gets tackled, it's perfect position, center of the field for a field goal attempt, but he just broke a tackle and was able to rumble into the end zone and just ended this game for Portland.
So here comes Bouchard now.
Fake.
Yeah, well,
they're going to run a fake.
I don't know if that's really what they intended to do. I think the snap was on the ground, and I'm not sure that was a play by design. But here we are, 2:22 left, room 222 for those of you my age who might remember that show on ABC years ago. 39. It was actually about a high school. Mr. Constantine was the principal and Karen Valentine was one of the teachers. 39-21. Dogs in front, 2:22 left. So the Dogs set to kick off. Bouchard to Horton deep. They've got 2 players. Matthew Berry is number 11. And
he's been putting this about to the 5. This time it comes to the 10.
Yeah. Nice effort there.
There is a flag on the field, maybe. Hard to tell.
Dropped down by
Nope, no flag. They're ready to go.
Just boys will be boys, I think.
Yep.
Red Rags take over on their own 31-yard line.
So South Portland with 2:15 to go at their 31-yard line. You know they're going to just take shots right here.
Well, they're playing for pride. They've been
Absolutely.
in this game tonight, and I dare say played better than maybe they'd been expected to. The Press Herald reporters, to a person, all picked Portland to win.
It's a screen pass.
Yeah,
nice
it's
play
well
call on the blitz. Yeah, that was a beautiful play call. Portland was coming in with the blitz, sending everybody. That was the great play call over the top. Had the receiver, was able to scoot down the sideline and picked up another 20 yards.
Number 24 had that tackle. I'm not even sure that we have him on our roster.
Going deep again.
Yeah, watch out.
Oh, boy, did he catch that?
No, he dropped it.
Oh, boy, what an effort that was. And I think he might have hurt himself diving.
I was kind of hoping that he was just disappointed, but it looks like we're going to have a timeout as he's really going to collect himself here. And we're going to take one, too, with a minute 41 left. So...
yeah, Horton was able to jog off the field on his own. It just looked like he knocked the wind out of himself.
So 2nd and 10, ball at midfield. Rennie back to throw. Nice smooth throw and a nice catch to Kai Turner, his tight end.
And penalty flags back after the play. Not sure, I wasn't watching that down here, so I didn't see what truly happened. We got after the play, unsportsmanlike on South Portland and unsportsmanlike on Portland. So those are going to be offsetting. But it's going to go into the books against both those players.
Play does count. First down for the Red Riots.
We just got confirmation that number 24 is Lon Nguyen. So he's been getting some action the last couple of weeks and different numbers each time.
Yeah, he's got to play. If he's going to play tight end, he's got to come in as a eligible number. So they're going to move him to 24, and he's playing linebacker here. He's come in for Carter Luca towards the end of this game. Make sure he doesn't get injured again.
And that was Kelly with the pressure, causing the incomplete pass.
So smart play by the coaches, keeping Carter Luca healthy. You're gonna need him because he is your defensive play caller. He's the guy in the middle of the field. You bring in Lon Nguyen, and really he's been getting a lot of good time too. So as you talked about the depth, Steve, earlier, there's another player that's gonna get some looks.
2nd and 10, and he goes deep. Yeah.
Oh.
And,
yeah, that
wrong side.
Wrong side. He tried to go up the middle, but he was running a post pattern and needed to throw that outside. McGowan in trail coverage was right there, though. So 1:08 to go. South Portland is, as you said, playing for pride. They would love to put 28 points up against Portland. They really would.
Well, right now it's 3rd and 10. The ball's at the 22. I don't think it's going to be much of a surprise as to what they're going to try. They've got 4 wide here.
Good throw. Oh, dropped it. They're going to rule that incomplete on the sideline. That would have been, it still wouldn't have been enough for a first down, but it certainly would have been 4th and short.
So 4th and 10 with 1:03 left. The Red Riots will go for it. If nothing else, Portland will be deep in its territory. Now we have a flag, illegal motion.
Yeah, too many men on the field for South Portland.
Yeah, you called it. You saw him coming off. I thought he was running when he shouldn't have been, but that wasn't the problem.
I can get it.
So going deep again. Oh, knocked down.
Away by Thurston.
They'll go into victory formation here, Steve. So, I mean, you saw a great game between South Portland and Portland. The Battle of the Bridge lived up to its billing, and really, they both played very, very well.
They really did. You know, unofficially, I have the Dogs close to 300 total yards. I think, South Portland, gallant effort tonight.
South Portland's calling a timeout. They don't want to go away. They're not going to go away cleanly.
They're going to make it hard on us. Let's say that it's getting a little colder on this roof, and we're not going to close on camera, but instead just say as you did. It was really a great game tonight for the Dogs, and it's probably gives them a little bit of oomph and momentum that they need going into the playoffs, which start next week.
Yeah, it's absolutely what they needed. After the loss last week, they came out, they played a good game. They had a couple of nice gadget plays that they were able to work on. This South Portland team really gave them some fits in passing defense, and as you saw in the second half, Steve, they really closed things up a little bit. And this was a great test for them going into the playoffs. They're going to be in a position now where 2 weeks ago they worked on their passing offense. Now this week they worked on their passing defense, and next week when this playoffs start, they'll be all ready to go. They're
Look
passing.
At this. Jones, off the shoulder pad of Viola.
Yeah, a little underthrown, but Viola usually comes down with those plays. Not sure. I think they did that. They had to run a play because South Portland's calling timeouts, and they had enough to stop the clock, so that's what they did. So Portland now facing 3rd and 11 with 55 seconds to go. South Portland still has 2 timeouts, so they're going to have to run a real play.
Jones picks it up on the left side, and he's off to the races again, folks. He splits 3 defenders and gets down to about the 42-yard line of the Red Riots.
Now I think we can officially wrap this up. So South Portland again trying to make things difficult for Portland. This was a great game between the two halves. Portland now in victory formation yet again. And now I don't think South Portland's going to call any timeouts. And nice handshakes already between these two teams. Nice to see the sportsmanship.
Jones, however, really padded his yardage tonight. The total yardage is really off the charts for Cordell Jones tonight.
He played an excellent game.
He himself has well over 200 yards tonight. I think we'll wait for the official tally from the coaches and or the Press Herald. But that's going to do it, folks. This is the 109th Battle of the Bridge, and the Portland Bulldogs are victorious 39-21. We'll see you at the playoffs from Fitzpatrick Stadium next week. Good night.
Thank you for attending.